always like to turn myself off because. So welcome again. Today's webinar where we're going to explore, there's two different levels of membership now with the photo managers, and this is new. Our new level, which we just started January 1st, it's called Photo Manager in Training. And that is the result of feedback that we've gotten over the years because we've heard these questions over and over again. How can I start a business organizing someone else's photos when my own photos aren't organized? Or I joined the photo managers to get my own photos organized, and I feel overwhelmed and intimidated by all the other training and conversations with experienced members. Or I don't really understand what a photo manager does. How can I learn about it and whether it's for me? We've also had members say, you know, I joined at your quarterly professional level to get my own photos organized, and then I didn't renew. Or our professional members sometimes have told us, it's hard to answer all the beginner questions when they're just doing this for their own photos. We want to help, but we don't have the time for the in-depth training. So that led us to think about, maybe we should create a new membership level with just one goal, helping people get their own photos or family and friends' photos organized while deciding whether they want to take those skills into a career. So we believe that this new level is a game changer in helping you not only organize your own photos, but explore the exciting possibilities of turning your passion into a thriving business. Now, we started this in January, and we have 48 new people that have already joined as photo managers in training. So obviously, we were onto something. But we've also had 25 new professional members join as well. So we know that there's opportunities for both. And so today, we're going to explore the benefits of each to help you decide which might be best for you. Also, if you have questions, put them in the chat. No question is too, all questions are welcome, and we will have plenty of time at the end to answer them. So my name is Kathy Nelson. I'm the CEO and founder of the Photo Managers, and I'm the author of 2 books, Photo Organizing Made Easy, Going from Overwhelmed to Overjoyed, and also a business roadmap for professional photo managers I co-wrote with a good friend and professional photo manager, Jill Yesko. But most importantly, I'm passionate about helping people tell their family stories through their photos, videos, and meaningful keepsake items. Joining me today actually is Isabel. She's our training and performance improvement manager, and she will be there answering questions in the chat. But before we jump into the differences, I always like to root us in the why. Why this is so important. Why is there a need for professional photo managers? Why are you even considering organizing your own photos and videos? I often tell people that the idea of organizing photos is like watching paint dry. It's not a very exciting sounding thing to do, right? But it's not that's because it's not the what you're doing, but it's the why. The why is because in every one of those photos, or not all of them, but quite a few of those photos is a story, right? It's a memory, it's a connection, it's a feeling, it's historical information, and so much more. We take photos and videos to tell the stories of our lives. We save our kids' artwork, our baby's first shoes, a favorite blanket, your grandmother's treasured teapot, because they connect us to our family, history, and memories. And today, we just have too many of them, right? Too many printed photos, slides, and negatives from the past, trapped in fading albums or bins and boxes, old home movies on formats that we can't view any longer, like who has a VCR or a camcorder anymore? And our digital collections are just a mess. No one wants to weed through all those photos to find the few that matter. And that's where the professional photo managers do for their clients, or you will be doing for yourself. So let me answer the first questions I posed earlier. How can I start a business organizing someone else's photos when my own photos aren't organized? If you know that you want to start a business or add photo organizing to an existing business, then that's not an issue. Many of our members joke about their own photo collections because they're too busy helping others. I even hired Holly, who's in this picture, one of our own members, to help me with my photos this summer because my son was getting married and I was too busy to do the work myself. I wanted a photo montage of his life, of his life, growing up as a little boy all the way up to meeting his fiance. And I needed her photos of her childhood as well. And they needed to be scanned, sorted, organized, and added to a slideshow. And I realized like by April or May, when the wedding was in September, there was no way I was going to get that done myself. So yes, you can start a business without your photos being organized. Plus, starting a business is more than organizing photos. It's about pricing your services, marketing, creating workflows, and setting yourself up for success. Some people said, I joined the photo managers to get my own photos organized, and I feel overwhelmed by all the training. And they say, yes, that would be true because focus is on helping hundreds of professionals around the world build successful businesses. That is why we host webinars on topics such as budgeting, marketing, insurance, pricing. We host an annual educational conference, which will be in April in Columbus, Ohio, and next year, and we've already picked our 2025 location out on the West Coast. And the conferences, we introduce our professionals to exciting new technology from companies that want to partner with us. We have over 20 educational breakouts. And so if you're joining, you just joined to get your own photos organized, you would start to feel a little overwhelmed. People also say, I joined the quarterly professional level to get my own photos organized, but I got overwhelmed and I didn't renew. I always say when you join the photo managers, it's my job to ensure that you get the best return on investment. That's what keeps me up at night. How do we ensure that you find connection, support, training, and everything you need to stay a member long into the future? Thus, having somebody join just for a short term isn't what we desire. So that's why we came up with this new level. The best choice, though, for you of which level you belong in comes down to answering the following questions. So take a moment, grab a little piece of paper or like a pen or something, or use your fingers, true or false, right? Here's the questions. My photos aren't organized, but I know I want to start a business helping families and businesses tell their stories with their photos, videos, and keepsake items. Is that true or false? I am unsure if I want to start a business, but I do want to get my photos organized so I can share my family's stories. True or false? I already have a business and I want to add photo organizing as a service, but I need training in pricing, workflow, and operations. True or false? I am looking to earn additional income part-time or full-time doing work that is meaningful and creative. True or false? I feel better knowing everything first before I'm comfortable telling people what I do. True or false? If your answers were mostly true, then you are a perfect fit to join at the professional community level as a professional photo manager. If your answers were false, then you belong in our photo managers and training program. If your answers were maybe, the year-long photo manager training membership probably would be a good fit for you as you kind of discover which of these the true or false is more. So now we're going to walk through the high level of the benefits of our photo manager training. And I'll come back and review our professional, and then we'll review our professional level. And we'll conclude with using a comparison chart and a special offer, because who doesn't like a little motivation to get going, and then answer any questions that you have. So are you ready to learn about, this is what is included in our photo managers and training. Every month, you'll get a one-year guiding curriculum that includes on-demand courses. So it's overall, it's a one-year guided curriculum that includes on-demand courses on printed and digital photo organizing and scanning, plus access to 8 skill-building webinars, monthly email prompts, virtual work groups, monthly networking meetings, and support if you choose to transfer your growing skills into a business. So basically, we kind of walk you through everything that you need to do. We send you a monthly email that says like month 1, do this, month 2, do that. Now we already have people that are asking us for month 4. So that's fine. You can move faster than as fast as you want. In our training library, we've unlocked part of to give you access to over 12 hours of training webinars that have been curated just for you. We have exclusive discounts with our different vendors and partners. We have a checklist and a roadmap for you on track to make sure that you're meeting your goals. And then throughout your membership journal, you'll have opportunities to learn from the photo managers team and other professional photo managers to learn if this is for you. Have a couple bonus courses that we include in this. We have our printed photo organizing made easy course, which just helps you figure out how to tackle your collection of analog media. We also have how to scan photos, slides, and negatives, and these courses normally are $79. So you'll learn everything from the ins and outs of how to use a flatbed scanner to using sheet fed scanners to camera scanning. So that is really all that's included in this one-year training program, and it's just $299. So again, and then we have a private Facebook group that we've just added out of request so that you can talk to other members who are in the same position that you are. Now, what our professional membership is for those of you that know that you want to offer this as a business. It costs significantly more because, and not significantly, but it costs more because there's more training and certification involved. Essentially, at the professional level, you get a business in a box where we've all walked the walk. So we come alongside you to ensure a to success. In the box, well, it's not really a box, but we provide the following. Number 1 is our community. Our overall philosophy is a rising tide lifts all boats. We're collaborative, not competitive. We community through regional meetings, a private Facebook group, which is like a 24-hour support hotline, monthly networking meetings, a membership program, monthly roundtable conversations, and in reality, just an amazing community of people who help one another succeed. And now the core of our membership is education. And that includes the monthly training webinars with subject matter experts on every topic imaginable. For instance, we just finished one called Understanding Your Financial Foundation. This month is February will be utilizing the power of public relations in your own community. And then the next month is selling a white glove luxury service. So each month we focus on different themes, and then those are all recorded and added to our training vault. So you'll be able to go back and watch any webinar we've ever done, and also all the ones coming up. Now, certification is a significant part of our membership. We established the personal certification decades ago when we knew that working with family photos or even a business photos is really important. And you need to understand best practices. You need to understand have a strong code of ethics so that people are confident and really we're vetting you. So the course will help you understand the best practices and industry standards. It doesn't teach you how to do it. It's actually more, what are the right ways to do it? How do you manage privacy issues? How do you manage copyright issues if you come across a professional photographer's photos? All of that's included in the certification. We probably need to update that in the near future about AI and all that's happening with that. And so once to get certified, then you go take a client project, you document it from start to finish. And in that process of documentation, you're sharing with us the ways that you're communicating with your client, how often you communicate. Once that's complete, we check your references, and then you have an interview with us, and then you're considered certified. So you can take the course over a weekend, but it takes a little bit longer to work through the paid client. So that's what certification, and that is really vetting you as a certified professional photo manager. Then people can find you. We then turn you live on our, hire a professional photo manager on our website. And people we can't guarantee, but many members get clients looking for help, and they find them through our website. We also have wonderful partnerships that you get significant discounts for. So the cost for professional membership is $175 a quarter or $599 a year. For our international members, we match that rate with the going exchange rate because we have members from all over the world. In fact, our European group is getting ready to have their second conference in Amsterdam next October. We have members. So again, we're an international community, and because everybody in the world needs photos. So I know I went through that kind of quickly, but here, if you have your phone and you want to scan our QR code, or you can look at the bottom there for the web, it kind of walks you through if you need a quick at a glance way to understand the differences between the two different membership levels. We also have a business membership because we have more and more companies that are bringing on employees. For instance, moving companies will have a person who's designated as a professional photo manager on staff. And so we have a program for them as well. But that chart really helps you get an idea of the difference between these two membership levels. So our goal is to guide you towards your goal, right? What is your goal? Is it an organized photo collection for family and friends? Then photo manager in yourself is perfect for you. Or you want to start a business and earn income helping others, then you want to join at our pro level. Now, you can also find out more information about our pro level at our website. And also we do every month career advice from a pro on our YouTube channel, which Isabel will probably drop in the chat. For instance, I just interviewed Rachel Jenkins last week. It should be, I would think it's live, or if it's not in the next few days, where she shares her journey of going from a solo entrepreneur to actually having a photo organizing business with employees in an outside studio. So every month you can read and watch a video where I ask the same 5 questions. How did you hear about the photo managers? How do you find clients? What do you love about your job? What don't you love about your job? And it's a wonderful way to meet people that do this for a living from all different walks of life. So before we jump into questions, so I know I've gone really quickly. Actually, I probably could win an award for today's fastest webinar. I hope I'm not talking too quickly today. We do have a special offer, though. If you join by Sunday, you can, here, Isabel, I'm sorry, I realized I wasn't scrolling through my slides. So here is how you can get onto our YouTube channel. So again, you want to make sure that there's a lot of different courses there for you to watch. And here we go, our special offer. Everyone who joins the photo manager training by midnight on Sunday, so a week from today, week from yesterday, will receive a free copy of my book and be entered to win a Nix Play digital photo frame valued at $249. And if you join at the professional number, we are going to give you 2 classes from our virtual conference called Profitability Live. One is standardizing photo organizing projects of any size, and then the other is transforming a lifetime of photos into a series of photo books. And that's all about pricing, which is a big question for so many people. So we always want to offer the little bonus because we understand how we're all a little motivated by kind of a little push. And so those are the bonuses that we have. I am here to answer any questions. So I know I went quickly. And so your questions, I would probably be really helpful. You can see what kind of questions have come in. And if, confusion about the differences between the two. Any questions come in, Isabel, from anybody?
No initial questions. Let's see. Here's one. Did the photo manager in training class already start for 2024? So are there only 11 months remaining?
No, it's a rolling start date at any point. So whenever you start, that's month 1. And so, people will always be joining. So if you join on February 1st, say, then you would end February 1st, 2025, right? Because it's 2024. Yeah. So if you join in July, so you can join at any time, and it's 12 months. We may extend it. I mean, we have to wait and see. We've had such a great response already that we'll see if we go past a year. But right now we feel like in 1 year, we also set the year knowing that life happens. You get really busy. My January was much busier than I anticipated. If you had asked me on December 31st, what my January was going to be like, I would have thought it'd be like every other January, and it wasn't. So I wouldn't, if I had joined this program, I would still be at month 1. And so we recognize that. That's why we made it a whole year.
Is there a step-up process in membership if someone joins the photo manager in training and decides to later then become a pro?
Yes, we will prorate. That's the right word, right, Isabel? Your membership. So if you paid $299 and you decide to upgrade to a pro, then we credit you that $299, but depending on where you are in the process, so that it's not like you're gonna decide 2 months from now or 3 months from now and then have to pay another 5. We'll prorate your fee.
Karen has a good question. And by skills, I believe she's referring to the training included in the photo manager and training level. How do we know what skills you offer, not just how to do business, but how to date photos, best video transfer practices, and so on?
Skills you offer, not just how to do business, but how to date photos. We talk a lot about all of those processes, like date photos and adding the metadata. We have best practices that we recommend, or what standardization are metadata, and then often the different software programs that people use. So that's part of some of the webinars that we've included in your training, in the photo managers in training, and it's all part of the professional photo managers level. So those are great questions. And best video transfer, actually looking at, there are no best practices, believe it or not. And we're actually working with, it's on our we'll hopefully complete it by the end of this year, but best practices for video transfer, because it's something that actually needs to be standardized.
And a follow-up related question to that, are there topics on archival storage included in the photo manager and training sessions? I can quickly answer that. There are,
Isabel, go ahead. I don't have that
in the training library for the photo manager and training level. And we're also, very open to people's feedback. So if there's something that is missing that you would like to see, let us know, and we can always add that or consider adding that.
Yeah, we went through our training vault and looked for the topics that we felt would be most relevant, and that's why. But we've been adding more as things have come up, or as we've realized ourselves. I think deduplication, we realized we hadn't provided anything on deduplication software and things, so we added that. So again, it's kind of so new that you get to help us design it a little bit together. That's why we added the private Facebook group. We also didn't anticipate people to want to come to conference, but now they are. So we do have a discount. We'll offer you, I think it's for photo manager training and the new members, discount to come to conference. And we're even going to have like a little badge, like a ribbon, and you'll have like your own special designated area if you do decide to come to conference as a photo manager in training. So these are things we weren't planning on doing in December, but we quickly realized made sense.
If your budget is really tight, would it be best to wait?
Best to wait. Is your budget tight to get your own photos organized or to do it as a professional? If you could be a little more specific about what you mean by that.
And while we wait for that, the next question is, how much time are people working on their personal organization each month with this program?
It's up to you. So it's self-guided. So it's, if you can put aside an hour a week, that would work. If you can put aside a whole day a week, then you'll be moving through it much quicker than you would if you were just doing it, 1 hour at a time. So the idea of the course is knowing that life happens and it takes time. You know what, we didn't take all the photos that we have in a weekend or in a month, and you can't get them all curated, organized, backed up, scanned, the metadata added, deduplicate, all that done in the course of a few weeks either.
And Kimberly has a follow-up to the question about budget being tight. She is referring to joining the training and getting supplies and equipment. I can jump in and say that that's a little bit, dependent on what your goals are and also which membership level you want to enroll in. But we do have a resource, I can add it to the chat, which has some startup costs, just so that you can get an idea of maybe how much you need to save up to before you join. Is there an annual report on statistics and trends in the market for photo management?
Not specifically for photo management, but there was a good one recently. Actually, I saved that. Let me go grab that. I told our members, this is the number of photos. I mean, if you go back and watch some different training that we do, we actually do talk a lot about this. Just as a new report that just came out. Joe gives us perfect job security. So if you look at that photography statistics and trends for 2024, it talks about how it's actually a report that you can pay for, but they gave us the information we need at the beginning that like 1.2 trillion photos were taken in 2020. I mean, it's just crazy. Almost 2 trillion photos be taken in 2026. It's just the statistics of how many photos are taking. The other thing is, what's really important to know is that when we talk about who are our key demographic, who hires a photo manager, again, that should be up on the YouTube channel, but I'll tell you real quickly, we know there's 3 key demographics and categories. One is downsizing baby boomers. So today, 10,000 people retire every day right now. Are 65 and retire, in that retirement age. For the next 6 years, we're at the top of that bell curve. It's been growing, and now we're at the peak. I mean, it's going to for 6 years before it starts to decline. All of those people probably have boxes and bags and albums full of analog media, cassette tapes, VCR things, and they're wondering, do my kids want this? What do I do with this? That's a key demographic. Another key demographic is the overwhelmed mom with, maybe 2, 3 kids who's been taking photos like crazy, digital photos. Her kids have never seen their photos. They're trying to lower the amount of screen time. They realize that privacy is becoming more of an issue. Sharing your family photos on social media is not the best idea. And so that group demographic is looking for somebody to come in and help them curate that digital collection, get it down to a manageable way. And then special events. Anytime there's a wedding, graduation, a milestone event, we have a lot of people doing legacy work with memorial services and things. All those are key moments when somebody will hire a professional photo manager. So that goes along with kind of those statistics that somebody just asked for that I shared about the number of photos that are being taken. It's kind of, we're at this perfect storm moment in history where people know they care deeply about their photos. They're losing them by, through weather extremes and all sorts of things. And then they know that they can't do it by themselves. It's just too much at this point.
Are the photo manager and training lessons building blocks to or incorporated into the pro training lessons?
The photo manager training lessons is not the same as the pro training. So the photo manager training is really to help you get your own photos organized. All that is included in the professional level as well, but we're not assuming that you're joining at the professional level to get your own photos organized. We're assuming you're doing that as a business, that you will charge somebody to do that work for them. So you're going to want to buy scanners. You're going to want to set up a you're going to want to create a business brand and identity with your own separate checking account. So it's not, it's not your family checking account. You're going to, go out to networking meetings, tell people about the business you're in. If you're, as a professional, you're doing that to earn an income and ideally pay back your investment very quickly.
Can you pick and choose the areas to focus on, or is it a very set program?
What would you say that I'm assuming this is photo manager in training. It's,
I would say it guides you through the general best practices of organizing your photos, and then there's additional resources on other parts of it. So it doesn't have a heavy focus on media transfer and videotape conversion, but it focuses on printed and digital photos as well as scanning. And so within that, you can just sort of pick and choose what you want to focus on. We give you all the resources and you choose how you use them. And there was a question earlier, and I added a link, but for anyone watching the recording, if I want to speak with a professional about organizing my photos, how do I find someone?
oh, great. We should drop in the chat. So you can go to our website and find a pro, and you can look for a certified professional photo manager. Members can work remotely. It's not totally geographic specific unless you have, you really want somebody to come personally and pick up your photos, then you, because you have analog photos that you want scanned. But if it's digital, then people can work with clients anywhere in the world. That's a whole process of logging in on their computer and things. So, but we have quite a few certified members throughout the world, and they're wonderful, and they care deeply about your photos and your process. And many of them offer a, introductory conversation. So.
Cindy wants to know, what's the typical investment for setting up a business, including equipment, branding, and so on? And do you include this type of info in the in-training program in case we do this for ourselves and are thinking of becoming a pro?
Yeah, what Isabel just dropped a great thing in the chat there, back there, essential startup costs. But we will, as part of the photo managers in training, we're like after 3 months, like the 3rd month, 6th month, 9th month, we'll have opportunities for like live Q&A and how to make that decision, and we'll guide you through that process.
And Kathleen says that she's looking for a person who can advise her about camera scanning and photo management software. Does the directory allow her to filter on these topics?
Well, more than most consumers would, because they wouldn't filter.
Yes.
So
it
the best
probably wouldn't, because the purpose of the directory is for individuals who want to hire photo managers to help them with their own photos. So if you're wanting support on advice on specific software or camera scanning, I would first recommend taking a look at our academy and seeing if we have any online courses that would meet those needs. We do have a great camera scanning course. And then depending on what kind of photo management software you want to use, whether you're using Apple or Lightroom, we have various courses focused on that as well.
Mylio. Or the other option, I suppose, if you want to consult with a professional photo manager who does camera scanning and what software, photo management software they're using, it's going to probably be Adobe Lightroom or Mylio, or there's different software. Then you can send us an email at support at the photo managers, and we can make a recommendation about which photo manager might be willing to have a conversation with you and give you some guidance if that's what you're looking for.
All right, doesn't look like we currently have any other questions. Oh, here's one more. I know what software, Cindy says, I know what software and vendors like Blurb I like to use for myself. I'm only half organized though. And hint, hint, Cindy, so are many of us. Do you recommend taking courses or getting knowledgeable in other software or photo book makers? Or can I get clients and really limit it to what I like to use? What's the recommendation?
Do what you love and outsource the rest. Yes. I mean, Blurb is a wonderful vendor, and lots of our members use Blurb, and you do not have to, we say stay in your lane, right? Because the other thing is we get exposed to so many new companies that the consumer knows nothing about. So, and you want to, you know, like if you're choosing to learn, I'm just going to use Mylio as an example. That's a really robust photo organizing software product that has really worked closely with our member community, has its own specialized training for our members and things like that. You're not going to, that's what you're going to want to use, right? Or if you use it, if you're really comfortable in Lightroom and you really know Adobe Lightroom, then stay in Adobe Lightroom, right? So I guess the answer is yes, that Cindy, we recommend that you stay in what you're comfortable with.
And Carolyn is asking, to whom do we direct any follow-up questions before the February 4th deadline?
Yeah, I think support at the photo managers is a good idea. And then if really needed, we could always jump on a quick phone call. I take phone calls. We all can jump on a call, and sometimes that's easier on a one-on-one. But if you give us an idea of what it is that your questions are, we'd be happy to answer them. We know you want to make an informed decision. Another thing is we don't we offer a money back guarantee. You know, we're not interested in, I always tell people, like, we're not within 30 days, but not after that. But we're not looking to have people invest in something and then they realize, oh, this was not for me. It's rarely that we've had to do that, but it's certainly not our intention. So we would, if you realize, wow, I made a mistake, then we would give you a refund. Should I sign up before I purchase equipment to utilize the discounts? Oh, not on equipment. We don't get, usually we recommend the Epson V600 flatbed scanner, and that we don't have discounts specifically from Epson and things like that. The discounts we have are more on photo books, Backblaze, different software programs, a Nixplay digital photo crane, we get 20% discount. So I don't think for the kind of equipment that you would want, which is really mostly going to be scanning, you're not going to get a discount. They don't discount. You're better off like looking for a discount on Amazon, or, you know, like a B&H or a sale like B&H or something like that. Discount on Mylio Plus. Yeah, 20%. And we're continually adding to that. In fact, I just got off the call with PhotoMine, which is a digital a scanning app, but they have some really cool products on Amazon, and they're going to give us discounts. So we're constantly working with our partners to get the discounts for you all that have to be exclusive to the photo managers. They're thrilled usually to offer that because you're a new audience, and they're happy to form a relationship with you. So. Oh, well, thank you, everybody. Hopefully this was helpful. Again, we have the, Trudy asked, does it matter if you work on a Mac? No, you can, some people are Mac only, some people are PC only. Usually you become proficient in both eventually, but when you first start out, a lot of people just stay in, again, in whatever they're comfortable with. You're going to be doing a lot of your organizing on an external hard drive, not on your unless it's your own photos, then it's different. But if you're working with the client's photos, you're actually not putting them on your own computers. Well, thank you, everybody. Again, it's been really an exciting month for us. Like I mentioned, we've had 48 new people join the photo managers in training, 25 new professional managers. And that's pretty typical. We average about 25 new members per month on the professional level. This photo manager in training is brand new in January, and we keep improving it. And, you know, we're really excited about it. Our goal is for you to either get your own photos organized in a way that you're really happy, or help guide you to adding a profession. Either one is a win for us. So, and Isabel's dropping those chats. You're welcome to join before February next Sunday, but we always feel like people kind of like that little push. So, again, we're here to answer any further questions by sending us an email. And thanks, Isabel. Thank you, everybody, for your time today. Bye-bye.